Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Tuesday, August 16th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. An 18% rise in the electricity price has been approved by the Energy Regulatory Commission for the months of September all the way through to December. The fourth quarter of this year, Thailand will see a record high 4.72 baht per kilowatt hour unit in the price of electricity due to the fuel tariff increase on rising prices of imported liquefied natural gas. Liquefied natural gas, or LNG, runs more than half, about 60% of Thailand's power generation. And this is imported because Thailand has had declining production of domestic gas, which is cheaper. Much of that used to come from the offshore Erawan gas block in the Gulf of Thailand. Demand for every kind of energy rose sharply late last year when the global economy began recovering from the eased COVID lockdown measures, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict is another factor in this rise. The current electricity price is roughly 4 baht per unit. For more, visit the link in the description. The ex-chief of King Krachang National Park, along with 3 others, are set to be indicted by the Office of the Attorney General in connection with the disappearance and presumed murder of a Karen village activist. As the chief of King Krachang National Park, which borders Myanmar, Phetchaburi native Chaiwat Limlikit Atson was known as ruthless against forest encroachers, and in 2009, a year after he was appointed as park chief, he began arresting people of ethnic minorities who had been living in the national park along the border, which culminated in 2011, when he admitted to having tried to evict the Karen villagers by burning down their villages, as 100 homes and rice barns were razed. He later stated he only did it after repeatedly warning them from farming marijuana. Dozens of activists protested the treatment by Chaiwat, with lawsuits being filed. One activist who had been suing Chaiwat and helping others sue him was Borlaji Rakchong Charwan, known as Billy, had later been detained by Chaiwat and other park officers on April 2014 for allegedly collecting wild honey in the forest. He was last seen on April 17, 2014. Efforts to hold Chaiwat accountable for the disappearance of Billy failed over the years due to lack of evidence, and in September 2016, he was in fact promoted to head a new unit within the National Parks Department. That same year, Chaiwat was cleared of wrongdoing in the burning of the Karen villages back in 2011. Then, in April 2019, bone fragments from a human skull were discovered in oil drums that had washed up from a park reservoir under a bridge in King Krachan National Park. The DSI, Thailand's FBI, took on the case, and DNA testing revealed they were connected to a relative of Billy's. The DSA submitted the results of its initial investigation to the Office of the Attorney General, but it was rejected because the DNA test results were said to be unreliable, according to reports. The DSI still treated the case as a murder, and Chaiwat and the others were charged with premeditated murder and unlawful detention, among other charges. But the murder charges were dropped in January 2020. This week, the DSI submitted additional evidence that they say proves the activist was indeed murdered, and the OAG is now moving to indict the former national park chief and 3 suspected accomplices on 4 charges, including premeditated murder and concealing a corpse. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A TikTok video of a tourist holding parrotfish and other aquatic life that sparked outrage among Thai netizens. It's prompted authorities here in Phuket to detain the man for uploading the video, with police on Koh Phi Phi moving to charge him over illegal spearfishing. The Dutch national had posted the videos to his TikTok account, which have since been taken down at last check. They showed him holding 2 parrotfish, 3 unknown fish, and a moray eel in the head with a knife, according to reports. He was tracked down by national park officials to a coffee shop on Soi Dog in Chalong yesterday afternoon, with authorities saying that the video sparked outrage among Thais and even gained the attention of the environment minister, who publicly vowed to track the man down. The Dutch national told officers that he rented a spear gun and a boat on Phi Phi Don, traveled to Phi Phi Lay with another man operating the vessel, and that he didn't know he was fishing in a national park area. Phi Phi police officers are now working on charging him with fishing illegally in protected national park waters, with the boat captain and the spear gun rental provider also under investigation. So far, the Dutch TikToker has only been brought in for questioning, according to police, and no charges have been pressed. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A 23-year-old woman is now the latest casualty in the fatal Mountain Bee pub fire back on August 5th in Chonburi province. The death toll in the fatal fire is now 19, with just over 24 people still being treated for their wounds. The latest victim was the girlfriend of the 30-year-old singer, who also died in the fatal fire in the early morning of August 5th. The owner of the pub confessed to all charges and posted 300,000 baht bail. In their investigation, officials learned that the venue was not licensed to operate as a pub, only as a restaurant, and illegal alterations had been made to make it into a pub. Today, Somyos Pamprasong, the majority owner of the pub and the father of the man who ran the pub, surrendered to police after a court warrant was issued for his arrest. For more, visit the link in the description. The Soy Dog Foundation recently neutered and vaccinated their 750,000 stray dog and cat in the kingdom as they look to reach 1 million stray animals by 2024. Soy Dog began their program here in Phuket in 2003 and has since expanded significantly to neuter and vaccinate stray dogs and cats all over Thailand. Much of the program now focuses on the greater Bangkok area as well as in Southern Thailand. This week, the foundation announced that altogether, in the 19 years since the program start, they've reached over 652,000 dogs and over 109,000 cats, preventing the births of millions of unwanted puppies and kittens. They aim to reach 1 million stray animals by 2024 and are well on their way with collaborations alongside other foundations in neighboring Cambodia. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks and mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.